Hey guys, today we're going to make a Grinch plush doll out of felt. But first we have to make a pattern. So I'm just going to take out a pen and some paper. Any paper you have on hand will be fine. I'm using notebook paper today. We'll start with the top of the Grinch's head. Just draw a circle. And below that, we'll draw an oval for his mouth and cheeks. Now, you may notice that one side looks better than the other when you draw these, and that's okay. We'll change that in a minute. He's going to have a small neck, kind of like that, and his body is kind of a teardrop or egg shape. So here is my basic Grinch head and body. Now, this side looks better to me than the other side, but that's okay, because when we cut it out, we're going to fold it in half, and we're only going to cut one side anyway. So just pick the best side, and that's the one you cut out. Here's one that I cut out earlier. Next, you'll take a sheet of lime green felt and fold it in half. Place your Grinch pattern on top and trace around the pattern, leaving a small seam allowance. Then we'll use white felt for his eyes. The Grinch has almond-shaped eyes, so we'll just cut out two small shapes. I think that will work. To make sure the eyes stayed in place while I sewed and embroidered, I used a small dab of fabric adhesive on the back of each eye. Then I outline the eyes with black embroidery thread. The great thing about embroidery thread is that it separates so that you can use as many threads as you want. To outline his eyes, I'm going to use 3 threads at once. Once the eyes were outlined, I embroidered the eyeballs in black as well. I gave the Grinch a green nose, and grumpy eyebrows, and a large Grinch smile. For his legs, I cut out rectangles of felt and folded them several times and sewed them in place. To make the Grinch's feet, I folded a small section, then sewed it at the bend. Then I attached a piece of fur to complete the foot. When his legs were finished, I used the same process for the arms. Except I didn't fold the hands under, I just kept the arms straight and added fur for the hands. And this is where the arms and legs will be when he's finished. I just took a mental picture and remembered to leave openings where all the arms and legs were. Next, I placed both right sides of the Grinch together so that he looked inside out. And I sewed along the edges. But I made sure not to sew the top of his head, and I left openings for the arms and legs. I turned him inside out. I attached his arms. Then I inserted a piece of fur at the top for his hair. Then I stuffed him with polyfill stuffing. And I attached his legs. Last, I added a row of fur along his neck. I also made him a red and white striped scarf. I cut out squares of fabric and sewed them together. And that's it! Now you have your very own Grinch from the Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
So these are orb jelly worlds, and they turn water into magic jelly so that you can suspend a scene of creatures inside. These look like so much fun. I can't wait to do them. We have one with a unicorn and a dragon, and the other one has mermaids, a pineapple, and a flower. So let's mix these up and make our magical scenes. It comes with this little sheet of instructions to help you out. So we're just gonna follow along. Okay, the first thing we have to do is have a bottle of 480 milliliters of water. That's about the size of a regular water bottle. And we're going to pour the gel fetty inside. So we'll start with this one. Look at all the stuff it comes with. Okay, so, oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Okay, so there's a dropper. I think this is a tool for placing the little toys inside. Here is the jelly powder. And here's some dye. First, we've got to pour this gel fetty into the water bottle. There we go. And now we have to shake it up. All right, it looks like the powder is dissolved. Now we're going to pour it into our aquarium and wait 5 minutes. Okay, it looks good, except for right down here, I just couldn't get those chunks out, but I think it's gonna be okay. So we're just gonna go to the next step and hopefully everything will work out. Next, we're going to put in the jelly liquid, and then we're going to use the jellies wands to gently stir for 20 seconds. Oh, it's becoming a little bit thicker. I wonder if those chunks are going to be a problem. Okay, and now we let that set for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. And oh, it's like jelly! It worked, guys! Perfect! Now we get to add the dragon, the unicorn, the cloud, and the star. Okay, let's start with the dragon. Let's see what happens. We'll put him right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, that works. Oh, it's perfect. And now let's put the unicorn in. We'll put the unicorn right over here. And we can put the star. And the cloud. Whoops. That is so cool. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, I love it. And you know what's really cool? You could take these out and put in different characters. So now we've got this one done. Now let's do our other one. And now that we know the steps, it's going to be super easy. Okay, so this one is all gelled up, and as you can see, there's lots of stuff at the bottom, but that's okay. We don't mind, do we? Now we're going to put in our little sea creatures. Here's one pretty little mermaid. We can put her in first. There we go. And we can put a little flower down there. And now our other mermaid. And our pineapple. There we have it. They are so cool, and oh my goodness, you know what? So do you see all that powder down there? This one had it too, but it looks like it's dissolving. So I bet that if we give it some time, all of this will dissolve. You guys, these are so cute and so fun, and one of the things I want to show you is you can actually put some air bubbles in there with this little dropper. Now it looks like a real tank with bubbles. That is so neat. Now let's try putting bubbles in this one. For some reason, this one turned out more liquidy, and I think it's because of all the undissolved solution down there. So I'm just gonna give it some time, and I'm sure it will solidify up.